Man, what is up, everybody?
All right, what's up, guys? I know it's we missed Friday. I do apologize. It was rather busy. But as you guys check in, we got people coming in on TikTok, and we'll have a few people coming in elsewhere. But thank you guys for all your support. If you could like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, it really helps. But thank you everyone for all your support and everything. If we get as many shares as we can and likes, last stream we had, we did almost 4,000. So if we could get over 4,000 this one, it'd be really great. We got a lot of fun things to talk about. But welcome into Simply Investing. This is We normally have our morning crypto chat Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m., as well as what's in your portfolio every Sunday at 8:30. But today there's a lot of great news surrounding XRP, so we figured we'd hop on live at the end of the day and kind of go over a lot of talking points and everything. If you're new to us, I'm Sal. I own several businesses, a moving company, detailing company, and kind of officially kind of got started on a construction company with a couple colleagues. So great investment there, as well as I invest in some other people's businesses and got also invest in crypto, real estate, stocks, do a lot here. And Cody is the one that kind of helped me get into the crypto world as I've been in here for about a year and a half. But as we always say, it's open forum. Cody knows quite a bit more about crypto than I do, but we're all here to learn. It's open forum. Ask your questions. Join if you're wanting to join us live. Switch over to YouTube, and the link in the chat will be there if you want to join in and ask your questions. Well, shout out to me, Dimitri. Hey, thank you for your comment. Crypto is a scam. Hey, some people say it is, some people not, but I understand where you're coming from because there are a lot, like 95% of uh of the crypto graveyard has been just scams, pump and dumps. A lot of craziness has happened in crypto, but I also want you guys know, since I was in the finance industry in the 2000s up to right around 2009, and there was a lot of people that were a lot of Ponzi schemes and frauds being in the finance industry as well, and stocks and everything. So you just got to be careful, watch out, do your due diligence. Um, make sure you do your research on everything. Don't invest any more than you're comfortable losing and everything. Well, I
Yes.
don't sell anything, but I am a licensed broker. I'm a Series 7 still, so I am authorized to trade for anyone, but I just don't take on any clients, and I don't
I can
recommend getting into penny
understand.
stocks.
I can
Okay.
understand that the global perception right now. Well, I wouldn't say global, but just the overall perception of crypto and digital
Yeah,
assets right
it's
now. They're
it,
not.
it
They're not
completely
really
sucks.
sold upon. Like at the same time, like a lot of people like us are into it, but like we're not there yet to wide scale adoptions where everybody's into it. But I can see where he's coming from because we've had so many scams.
Yep, absolutely. That's why I always say do your due diligence, understand what you're getting into, and don't put your life savings into any one investment, whether that's real estate, stocks, crypto, or a business or anything. Always have what you're willing to lose, and if you lose it, you're still comfortable in life. Don't ever put everything to where if you lose it, you're kind of going out with the kitchen sink. Don't ever do that. Always do your due diligence, invest wisely, get as educated as you possibly can on anything, any business, any stock. Whether it's a stock, look at all the financial documents, everything that's about it. Crypto, same thing. White paper, check to see who's involved, who's running it. But thank you guys for coming in. If we could get a share, it would really help. Shout out to God, Child. Thanks for commenting. EDP. I don't know if you're referring to a stock or if you're referring to ETFs. I'm not sure, but if you could elaborate there, that'd be great. But we're here to talk quickly about XRP, but we'll try to answer any questions you guys have. A lot of great news about XRP. There's some good news around Web3. Good news around the case of it getting resolved soon. Expectation that's going to be resolved in 3 weeks, which is really good if you've been holding it for a while. Really good news if you've been stacking throughout the past year, because last year I think it was at its lowest in a while. about 35. I think about 29 cents was as low last year. But I'm here with Cody. Cody is the other part of this podcast here. So, but thanks for joining. So, Cody's got some sound. Hey, buddy, thanks. I got curly hair. It kind of gets straightened out, but
I want to talk
it
about
is
this article I sent you in the private chat.
cool beans. We're gonna open that up here.
It's XR.
Yeah, XRP. Let's see here. Share this havoc again. All right, so Ripple and XRP to Filecoin. Oops. All right, go ahead, Cody, since you pulled this one up.
I didn't really read into it too much. I just read the headline and noticed that it was made recently. But I guess maybe from what it looks like, they're going after Filecoin. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard about the SEC is kind of investigating Filecoin. I think they put in a notice of lawsuit for them or something around that. But I'm not sure about that. Let me go take a
So,
look.
what is the most recent news about this case? Like for XRP, is it actually going well?
It is since the oh, hold on a second. Shout out PD. Thanks for joining in. Thank you for your comment there. But there's really good since the Hinman files were released. That's really good case for XRP. And Judge Torres was already kind of siding with Ripple and XRP, but it's looking like we're going to have a resolution in an like early to mid June for the case, and which is kind of spiking some people to get in. So
What
if
are
you
the what are the sources on that? Like, uh,
the Ripple's lawyer head attorney saying that it's going to get resolved. I can't pronounce his name, but get resolved in the next 3 weeks. But I do know that Judge Torres is favoring Ripple's argument rather than the SEC, and the SEC's kind of ran out of steam, especially since Gensler was called to Congress to testify about FTX and everything. It hasn't. It's starting to
oh,
go into
especially
Ripple's
since
favor.
because Gensler is the chairman, and there's a lot of bad press on Gensler right
Yeah,
now too.
yeah, and they're trying to resolve this case as quickly as possible because they know they're going to lose if they drag it out. But if they drag it out too long, then the statute of limitations will expire, and so they want to resolve it before anything happens with Gensler. So if more negative press comes out against Gensler, then that kind of opens this up to malpractice with the agency and their lawsuit against Ripple, which could be completely devastating for the SEC, but a huge significant win for Ripple. But I think it'll just be kind of like resolve a settlement resolved around closed doors, and then we're done. There's a decision, everyone moves on with their lives. Ripple kind of comes back to all the exchanges everywhere, and then it starts scaling up. But already, you could start to see here. If I share this tab in the last 12 hours here, we had a shoot up to almost like almost 48 cents, and we've just been kind of level. And you guys see here, people have been selling, cashing out little profits as they've been going, and a little bit more here, but the volume is still high. Like, I mean, you're looking at over half a billion in volume on XRP, and it's still going. But back to the article that you stated, I heard that they were going after Filecoin next, but I think it has something more to do with their staking involved because the staking has they're trying to target it as guaranteed interest, which anything you say in the finance industry that's guaranteed interest is a no no. You can't guarantee returns and gains. You can only say we will optimize our strategies for the best possible profit scenario. That's basically what every uh, trader and firm says. So they're trying to market that the staking is similar to how a Ponzi scheme operates in guaranteeing a high rate of return, but that's not really the case with
So,
staking.
and not only that, it's like, how can you guarantee, something like that anyway,
Yeah, well, I know Filecoin was saying, hey, if you become a validator in a network, you got to do all these things. You got to be part of, you got to know something about the programming and all this other stuff. So you had to know, be an actual IT person to be a validator, know what you're doing. And they would give you, I think it was giving you 20% at one point for staking your Filecoin. And then anyone else can back your validator by getting like, I think it was like 10 at first, and maybe it was 5. I know it was 6% on Gemini that you can participate in the validation through staking, and then you would get your staking rewards were basically the burning of commissions or burning of the coins, like the transaction fees for everything.
Okay. So,
But that to me sounds like work,
I
like
wonder
you're getting
what XR
compensated for your efforts. No, go ahead, Cody. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to interrupt that, but I wonder what XRP's actual price would be, if there was no lawsuit. Because I'm sure this wouldn't be the actual price.
No, I think if it didn't get involved in that lawsuit, it might be sitting probably around kind of like what Filecoin is, or not Filecoin, Litecoin. I'm sorry, like somewhere between the 60s and 100s.
I don't think it'd be that high. I honestly think, me personally, if it wasn't in this SEC lawsuit right now, I think XRP would be 2017 all time highs would be its low right now.
Yeah,
I think it'd be sitting around the $3 to $5 range right now if it wasn't in
yeah,
this
that's a fair assessment. XRP is, I think, because of the momentum, and if you consider all the NFT projects on it and the rumored Jordan Jordan Nike NFT coming with the Jordan sneakers and everything. I think that it could have been much higher, but it's like it's all demand, and if
I
there's a
think in a
high enough
bull
demand,
run,
it could go wherever it wants to.
I think in a bull run, $20 would be its highest. But I'm honestly thinking right now, at its low, it would be at like 20. It would be at $3.80 to $4 right now.
Yeah. Um, shout out to JJCM. Thanks for joining in and thanks for your comment. What's a good investment? Well, me personally, a good investment right now for me is pretty much anything that's coming down, except for real estate. Real estate right now is a little high, but crypto's at a good buying point. Stocks are at a good buying point. ETFs and everything is kind of a good buying point. But if you're looking for something to before you really get a solid investment, you should figure out how much you're going to invest monthly into everything, or what can you build to generate yourself a significant cash flow so that you can do bigger and better investments. So for me, the hardest path is to start a business and get there, and that's probably going to generate you the most cash flow, but it has the highest risk out of them all. Yeah, I missed out on the Pepe coin too, but I don't really pay attention to the meme coins. It's hard to predict when those things will pump. You would have to have some backdoor information to be able to move. Now, if you caught the pump and you made some money off of Pepe, that's um that's a really good that's really good. I definitely say cash out your earnings when you can, take your profits when you can, so that way you can diversify your investments and move into everything. Uh, Shout out to PD724. Thank you for commenting again. What's the best way to learn how to start investing besides crypto? You can definitely take up The Intelligent Investor. It's a book recommended by Warren Buffett. It's very good, helps you change the way you think. I also think you should get a mentor too, someone who's in your community who's kind of has a well-established business, and you can learn at how they approach investing, how they approach business, how they approach situations and other people and work for them. And that way you get paid to work for them, learn, and everything else. Shout out to JJCM. Do I do Forex? I do not trade currency. other than occasionally dabbling in trading back and forth with the euro, ruble, and a few other like the pound and stuff. Like not really trying to find any hard swings, just gaining 20-30%. But I'm not good at currency trading, so I tend to stay away from it. The most risky asset I do is crypto, and I still don't think I have a great understanding about crypto, not as much as I like. That's why I always do research for it. But if you know someone that can teach you, or if you think you got a good grasp on forex, you can start. I would recommend starting with probably $500, maybe 1,000, and see what you can do with it. I wouldn't go too crazy yet. I would try to start off where you can get some decent profits and then diversify from there. Cody, do you have any thoughts for these guys on some of the questions? What do you think would be a place where you want to invest besides crypto?
See, me being young right now, I'm mainly in crypto just because the money that I have in, I'm willing to lose, and it's not like I'm betting a house or anything against it.
Hmm.
But as far as outside of crypto, I mean, if you're trying to build your net worth, then it's good to make long-term investments now at a young age because you're not always going to be this young. So like a Roth IRA or any long-term stocks or ETFs, those are good to start out with. But if you want overall net worth, and you see crypto doing well, or if you see, like I said, stocks or just like Salvatore said, pretty much just like getting hooked in with a mentor and learning how money works, picking up books and stuff like that. But I'm not an advisor, I'm only 22, so I have very little life experience. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, hey, thanks for contributing, Deuce, as well. Thanks for showing up. I hear mixed things about XRP and why such a disconnect. One, I it's mostly retail investor fear. They once they see that something is not growing, it's an immediate they run away from it, and so they think they'll be the first ones to say it's a scam. It's not going anywhere. They probably got in at 60 at like 60 cents. It dropped to 30, and they wanted to. They just got out and lost their money, or they thought they were going to make instant returns and they didn't, so they didn't really look at what Ripple was actually doing. They didn't look at the news behind it, and they didn't take a look at their reportings on LinkQ, which is a accredited investor site. So you where you can invest directly into Ripple, and you'd understand very quickly that okay, there's a lot going on here, and there's a lot of things that they are doing outside of it. Plus, they have been wildly profitable the last 5 years. So they're making money, whether this case go win or lose. They're an actual profitable company, and they just made another acquisition into another payment company.
Yeah, and you guys have to remember that Ripple is not directly XRP. Like Ripple uses XRP to settle payments and do big transactions and stuff like that. Ripple and XRP, like, yeah, they're kind of similar, but they don't go hand in hand with each other. Ripple uses XRP, and not only that, if you look, like he said, like pretty much Ripple has been profitable largely. I've even looked into their profit margins. Ripple has been making money. They're a business, and then it's not all just XRP either.
No,
You have to remember
absolutely,
that.
absolutely, and yes, XRP isn't Ripple, but XRP is a digital currency that was launched by Ripple, and it's used on their XRP ledger and Overledger network, and soon with Quant is going to use it as a currency as some part of the currency with their system and everything. So it has a lot of uses. Jake, JJCM, have you used TD Ameritrade? I do use TD Ameritrade for my trades, such as trades on non-dividend stocks like Amazon, or Tesla or anything like that. That I think I can make a down the road profit. So, but it's good for intermediate up to expert. I wouldn't use it right away if you're a beginner. I would use Robinhood if you're a beginner. And I'm by no means paid by Robinhood, but it's just a simpler platform for you guys to use. and understand, and it has learning lessons for you to go through so you can understand every key point about trading, margin trading, and day trading and things like that. Uh, PD724, thanks for a comment. Uh, Cody, I think Cody can answer this one a little better. I like the best place to store XRP. You Ledger or Arceus wallet, but any hard wallet will do. Uh, what are your thoughts?
What
Because I
was the question again? I'm sorry.
best place to store XRP.
Oh yeah, definitely a Ledger Nano. Or if you're gonna do a digital wallet, just do like Exodus. But Ledger Nano or like a Trezor, like any hardware wallet would do it.
Yep. Um, how do you know XRP was launched by Ripple? Well, that's kind of why the SEC is suing Ripple for launching XRP.
For the
They're
pre-sale of it,
Yeah,
yeah.
for the security. They're suing it because of the security.
Which
Not really. It's not really security, in my opinion. It doesn't fit the test, but some people think it does. I'm sorry, Cody. You're about to say something.
Oh, I was just adding in that the SEC is, their part, they're actually on the losing side right now.
Yeah, and it is we still it's still uncertain which way, but it's favoring more towards a Ripple win. Um, and they have a few videos on it as well regarding XRP, some Q&A session by the founder, so you can look that up on under Ripple's YouTube, and it's pretty cool there. Hey Daniel, thanks for the support with the lightning bolt. Really appreciate it. Uh, and you're welcome, PD724. Certainly, guys can ask away your questions. Definitely, really appreciate that. And if you could like and share, it really help us out. Um, I'm gonna say here, with everything going on with Ripple, it's still a great case for a future, but I wouldn't look at this as in a retail mindset. That's what you guys got to remember. If you look at it too much in a retail mindset, you're going to get burnt out because Ripple's been swinging left and right for the past 2 years, and it's getting if you're getting in for making that quick lotto hit, then it's not XRP is not it because even after they win the case, after everything else, I know there's talks of it going up to like 600, but probably not for a decade or more for that. You're probably really looking at about maybe 350, $4. I think we might 550, 551 target is a fair and reasonable target.
If you're talking about in a heavy bull run, though, $10 is not a question.
Hmm.
ten
Yeah,
dollars would be easy.
10 to $12 in the next bull run is very easy, but right after the case results, I can't see it going more than all time high. If that, we might be lucky and get $2. $2 would be great. And if you've been investing, if you got in and were dollar cost averaging in all of last year, you definitely would have made some profit, even if it hits $2. Uh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cody.
Oh, I just said, oh yeah.
Um, JJCM, how can you become aware of new meme coins coming out to buy in early? That's a good question because I really don't don't know. I mean, the best thing you do is look at what everyday new coins launch and kind of check them out and see what indicators are related to new meme coins. And then you have to. It's hard to see because a lot of the data, a lot of these meme coins, the creators and who's involved is not released, so you don't it's hard to tell which one's going to make it and which one's not going to make it. But if you were to take like, let's just say there's 5 coins and you took 500 in each one payout would cover all your losses in the others. But you also have to realize it's a high risk gambit. So when you're selling out of your meme coin, your only liquidity is someone else buying in. And if that dies out too quickly for you to sell off, then you're in some trouble there. Um, But let's give it up to Cody. Cody, what do you have any good markers to find meme coins?
I don't pay attention or anything to meme coins because if I used all my energy on finding meme coins, then I would have already caught Pepe and made so
Yeah,
much money off that.
exactly. Well, it might just be you just have to be in the inner circle because I think they rotate. I think it's the same people rotating around, and they might pick up a few new people along the way, but I think it's a group that does it. But it's also hard because if you get a big enough wallet, they could blacklist your wallet, and you won't be able to trade, and you'll just watch your profits go down.
Exactly. They'll say, this guy is a lot in profit. If he sells, he could tank the market and
Yep.
freeze your wallet.
Um, User 2165 Dogecoin. Well, Dogecoin is still a meme, but they it has some value because it's just so well known. So I couldn't really say much about Dogecoin other than that the creators kind of came back and are trying to build some type of value into it. So you it could definitely see some traction in the bull run, but I wouldn't anticipate it. I wouldn't anticipate large gains. That's all. Cody, what are your thoughts on a Dogecoin there?
I wouldn't expect large gains on it either. Maximum probably like a 2x.
Yeah, or even just like a 50% gain as people funnel in, but then realize there's no traction and they kind of funnel out.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Incognito. Thanks for joining in live and for your comment. XRP garbage. Even Ripple said they don't need to use XRP. That's true. You can always come up with something else, but there is a value and use behind it. And once the case is resolved, we'll have to see which way it swings. But just because it
Yeah.
has value doesn't necessarily mean it can't be replaced.
I was just about to say, just because Ripple doesn't have to use it doesn't mean that XRP is useless.
Hmm.
It literally has on-demand liquidity. No other crypto has that. It is patented by Ripple.
Hmm.
And it is on the XRP ledger. If you don't know what on-demand liquidity is, do your own research on that because I'm not great at explaining. It's been a while since I've looked into on-demand liquidity, but it's definitely a thing that's in the XRP ledger. And there's
Yeah.
just too much. It's
Yep.
quick, and yeah, there's new coins like Solana and other coins that could be faster than it, but XRP still has a lot of use, and it doesn't need Ripple to use it either.
Exactly. Uh, JJCM seems like it's becoming easy to create new tokens. The market is flooding with unheard of tokens. Yes, that's true. It only takes about 15 minutes to write the code out and make a meme coin. It's even become even easier with Chat GBT, and just people are going to be abusing that and making it to buy. Are you talking about the render token or the rent queue token? There, Justin Mean, but shout out for your comment. I do think render token is on my watch list. The rend one, definitely is on my watch list. It has some use for it. I don't think it's too late to get in. It's at a nice buy point. It's been around for 5 years. Um, it's looking like during the bull run you might get a good 10x off of it if you do some steady dollar cost averaging in, but it's responding in reverse to the crypto market right now because it tends to go up when everyone else is going down, and it's going down now right when everyone else is going up. So but there is some use cases for it, but they're not the only player. I think they're really copying Cosmos and Dot in that arena, and those two have better use cases than Render. But you never know. Just because you're late to the game doesn't mean you can't overshadow the dominant player in the game. Uh,
Yeah, I just think Cosmos and Dot are the two biggest interoperables besides Chainlink. Chainlink is the
mhm.
Oracle, but besides Polkadot and Atom, I don't see any other coin really, trumping those two in interoperability.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's take a look at. Let me just pull up Rend here. See if I can find it.
But right now, I'm just buying. ETH and Quant. To be honest with you, those are the only two I'm really buying.
Let's see here.
I want a fat bag of ETH along with a lot of Quant.
Yeah, but Ethereum is definitely something to be dollar cost averaging in because I don't think we're going to see these lows again for a while. It may dip
No,
down another $500-$600, but we are not going to be seeing these lows.
I don't think we'll go back to 700 or
Mm,
800. I
yeah,
just don't see it. I think there's too many people massively into Ethereum. There's just way too many big players into that.
yes, it's kind of like quant. Um, but I got here. If we look at the 30, let's see here. Go back. Really can only look back 1 week on it here on KuCoin. But like I said, right when everyone was going down, right around here, this is where it shot up, and then you kind of see the same thing. Right when everyone's going down, it started going up again. Okay. Oh yeah. Thanks, Surgic Banger, for welcome back. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, we're gonna pull those up in a second for you too. Little sorry, we're moving a little slowly here. I'm a little tired. I'm at the end of a long day. Hey, you're welcome, Justin Mean. Thanks for coming in. Hey Logan, shout out. Thanks for joining in again. I know we're a little late today, but it's just been busy with my businesses. So, but anyone joining in, shout out, share, like, support, really help us out. Definitely join us live if you want to join live and ask your questions on the air, or just comment on in TikTok or in the chat. We're definitely happy to answer any questions. But uh, hey, thanks, Logan. You have a blessed night too. It's been a long day. I'm barely keeping my eyes open. Um, but you're welcome, Justin. Me, uh, certainly we can look into any token. You can check our YouTube out. We did a whole stream just about render a few days ago. So go to YouTube, go to the live tab, and there's the whole stream. Um, oh my God, things are. Do apologize. Some of your comments are disappearing. Um, so Sergic Maynard to talk about APRA. I'm definitely going to pull that one up for us right
Oh,
now.
I've seen people talking about that one.
APRA
APRA.
on there.
I've seen someone talk about Bifrost too.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Bifrost?
I have not heard about them.
It's BI and then Frost.
Okay. Let's here pull up the. Oops, I can't get it in there. Trying to see if I can. Here it is. All right, there we go. Got this chart. Alrighty, so I'm talking about. Oh, let's see here in the 7 days. So yeah, it did make a nice dump in a little while ago, and then dropped off. But just remember, your liquidity is you gotta then sell those tokens to get your cash out of it too. So make sure when you're doing these shorts, you got some liquidity on the other side, so you're not too overthinking. Although every short, if anyone who's new to investing doesn't know, any short is already linked to someone that's longing it. So if you won your short, that means the person long provided your liquidity, but basically they provide the coins. So then now you have to take the coins and then sell them to get them off there. I don't know too much about this project. I don't know what I
I
can
don't
see,
like the looks of it.
but I think it was just. I think it's a second player, and when I say second player, I just think it's something that people people are trying to copy something else in hopes that they can do it better, but without knowing the technology behind it and the code, it's very hard. But it seems like it's on a decent amount of watch list. Got 4K followers on a Coin Market Cap and almost 45,000 watch list. So it has some momentum. We'll just have to see where it goes. We'll have to do a deep dive video on it another day. Um, but Primex, we'll take a look at that one in a second. Let me get to some other people's points. Shout out to Brandon Shaw. Sean. Thank you for coming on. Do you think XRP is going to dump after it releases its billion? It definitely will. You're adding a lot of supply to the market. However, I have feeling once it gets released, exchanges will start gobbling it up because they need a little bit for their liquidity to be able to pair off people and do market making. So those people they'll definitely start gobbling it up. But as the NFTs start launching and those other projects start utilizing XRP as a currency, it's going to start burning away that extra that extra amount. What do you think, Toki? What do you think, Cody? What do you think is going to happen to XRP after they release all those tokens out of escrow?
Like all of them?
Just hypothetically, like all of them out of escrow.
I mean, I don't know if they'd ever do that because they have to have an escrow. I mean, from what I've read, but if they did do that, then I mean, yeah, the price of XRP would tank, but it wouldn't go to zero.
No, but if it's, I think it's like double what's in supply. So if it's double, that means you'll cut your what the value is in half instantly. But then it depends on market sentiment how it's going to respond. So it could go a little lower than that, but it could also go higher as people start putting in large buy orders because it's halved, and then they start storing it and holding it. But thank you, Sean, for the comment, and thanks for joining. I hope you like and subscribe. Thank you all for joining us today, and thank you, Britt, for sharing. As always, great moderator for us. Um, next user, how long have you been investing? Well, thank you for your comment. Shout out to you for joining. Uh, I've been investing into crypto for about a year and a half, but overall investing since I was 16. I've been investing in stocks, trading, and then as I got older, real estate businesses and things like that. And then now crypto and just kind of slowly expanding. So that's my path. But I believe Cody's been investing mostly into crypto for the last couple of years, definitely longer than I have.
Yeah, mainly in the crypto, not because I'm dogging safer assets, but it's because I just see a lot more upside in the next 2 to 3 years. That way I can invest all that capital into those safer assets.
Exactly. And if you guys are young and on the younger side, like early 20s or, 18, 19, keep in mind you got a long marathon to run till you can retire. And you gotta when you're investing early, you gotta pick the one that's going to give you the highest yield that you can understand and invest in. That way when it comes time to diversify, that asset that you've been investing in can diversify you into many directions. So if you want to go into real estate, you need great credit and then use the earnings from your real estate to keep growing and developing your portfolio. So once you establish real estate, then you should establish stocks, crypto, and everything else and other business investments as well. Also, if you're going into crypto, I would say immediately once you get that big victory pump on the bull run and you make a lot of money, cash out 90% of it and start investing in real estate. So that way you can have consistent earnings off of rentals and then you can reinvest back into crypto when we go back into a bear market and invest in a lot of other things. But like Cody said, you want to make sure that as soon as you get your win that you start diversifying so you're not going to lose everything that you've been working hard for.
Exactly. Because I don't want to go all in on crypto for the rest of my life.
Absolutely. And hey, a lot of thank you, Serge Banger, for your comment and your support again. Um, yeah, like he said, he's a little bit more of a risky trader, so crypto kind of fits his personality, and he kind of he puts in the heavy risk, but like I said, once you get that return, definitely take your profits as soon as you can, or when you are comfortable to take your profits in anything, whether it's crypto, stocks, or real estate, or anything that you're investing in. Well, let's see if I could pull up that one, PRMX. But as we continue on, as I pull up the PRMX charts, I mean, I know Cody's like long term. Cody and I are long term on XRP, but there's so much good news around it. While I'm pulling that up, I want to go over this article with XRP because basically it's going to this really is setting the foundation for XRP to be the international payment medium there, and Web3 and everything. And you're really going to need like a worldwide currency to be able to interchange and handle all the transactions and business that would be going on. So, Cody, what do you think about the Web3 and the Ripple and everything, and with XRP and everything?
Like I've been saying, I consider XRP the currency of the internet. I've been considering, in my own opinion, I say that, but this article, it sees XRP as, a wide currency, an intermediate, I mean,
Hmm.
a medium range of currency, or however you say it. But there's too much benefit for using XRP as a currency. The fact that you can send $1 billion overseas at the cost of a penny, lightning
Exactly.
fast, and they can cash that XRP out, or just have that XRP. It's just insane.
Hmm.
Now, I'm sure it'd be extremely hard to cash out $1 billion once instantly on the open market.
Yeah, that'd be a little difficult, but as long as the liquidity is there, but it you also got to remember the system's got to be able to handle it. Shout out to Henry. Thanks for joining in. Thank you for your comment. Another XRP shiller. We're not necessarily a shiller, but we are a believer in XRP. So shout
No, we're
out
not
to
shilled, but we're not paid or we're not promoted anything. This is just from our research and our due diligence in following up on this case.
exactly. And we just believe in the technology, Ripple, and where it could headed and the potential of it. So that's why we invest in it, because we believe in the long term sustainability of what we're investing in. How much has XRP moved today? It actually was a 1.25% so far, but if you really look over the last month, it's about 34%. So, but we're essentially, if you're investing in the long term, we're not really looking for quick daily gains. We're looking for long term profits. So, the longer it stays stagnant and trading sideways, the more opportunity you can get more for less and be able to get a bigger profit at the end. That's true. Thanks. Shout out to Calix too. Yeah. Either way you look at it, we both think XRP is either gonna blow up in one way or another, either to the moon or to zero. So as the, we're definitely basically on the same page. It's two sides of the same coin there. But hey, shout out for your support and everything. Well, you guys are coming in. Thank you for all your support there. Uh, Let me start. Peaches, thank you for your comment. I'll get to you in just a second. Well, we can answer quickly right now. How much is a good amount to have for starters? Not financial advice. Well, any investment, you don't want to invest more than you personally are comfortable risking. So, but if you only have $1,000, I would not get into investing because might need that $1,000 for emergency. So, your first thing you should do is set up your emergency fund or a savings account, so that way, if you get sick, hospital bills, anything that could possibly happen, you have it covered. Or you lose your job and it takes a couple months to get one, you have the money to survive that. You don't want to invest that money and then you have to cash out at a loss because you need the money now. But once you have your reserve account set, then it's good to just start in with a couple $100 and just set up your account and start dollar cost averaging into what you understand and what you believe in for your investing. I hope that made sense for you, Peaches. But thank you for your support. Hope you liked, subscribed, and shared the stream. Really appreciate it. Um, okay, I think Cody can best answer this one. Uh, Shout out to Henry again. Thank you for your comment. XRP will never be a form of currency. How could it? Well, this is what I foresee in the future because I'm kind of looking at to where the big players in the world are going. We are eventually going to need, because as the world gets pretty much smaller and smaller, people are able to connect around the world. Because in the 90s, when went to Europe with my family, out there you had to go to the exchange booth, exchange your currency. You were a day behind on going rates, so you were either gaining or losing money. It was very slow process. Nowadays, it's a little faster with debit cards, digital transactions, and ledgers with banks. But Ripple makes it easier in that with XRP and the how instant the transaction is and how cheap it is, it's actually saving you in comparison to the Swift and the MoneyGram network right now, because that could cost you like half as much as what you're trying to send. And now this makes it easier for businesses to, like, say Ford operating in China selling cars. They can now take the yuan, convert it to XRP, and then convert it to the dollar within a couple seconds, whereas that would take 24 hours to go to an exchange, 24 hours to come out, 24 hours to settle. And then now that you have Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and you have kind of like the commercial or the corporate space race going on right now, it's only a matter of time before we start having these big facilities in our solar system, which right now our current it would take over a month for the current ledger network, the Swift network, to process transactions from that far away, whereas will be moving pretty much at speed of light. So you're talking about 18 minutes to do a transaction several 100,000 miles away. So I think that's going to be where we're headed, and that's why I think XRP is long term, not necessarily short term. I kind of hope that answers your question as a currency, because I think it will become like an international based currency where everyone will exchange for it to go to other places to then exchange for local currencies, or it'll just become a currency. But it's all up to what people determine is a currency. If people say it is, then it will become. What are your thoughts, Cody? I kind of went a little long there.
No, you pretty much took everything I could think of out of my mouth. XRP isn't going to be a currency in the sense of we're buying milk and eggs and bread with it, and you know, like, but XRP could be a currency in terms of like business and enterprises. I think a
Hmm.
lot of people misunderstand that. Like, no, we're not going to be able to go to Walmart and use our XRP wallet to buy, meat and stuff. Like, no.
Hmm.
It's going to be used as a currency by business and enterprises and people who have a large amount of liquidity to send
Hmm.
across overseas without using any other platform. XRP is just perfect for it. It's got the perfect recipe for it. That's all we're saying. And if that makes us shills, then I mean, dude, so
Yeah.
be it.
So I guess then so be it, right? But like I said, the reason why I also think XRP is going to be a currency is the price is much more stable than any of the other cryptos. It doesn't fluctuate as much. It's much more available than Bitcoin is. Like, people talk about scarcity and everything, but that doesn't work with if you're talking about a population that
If
could
you
be
have 50
10 billion.
billion in circulation
Mhm.
especially at the cost of 47 cents, that's going to be hard to buy up the whole supply.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even think Elon Musk could do that.
Hmm. Especially if the more people are using the value become higher, and then of course, eventually it will grow. But thank you for your comment there, sir, Henry. We definitely enjoy both sides of coming in and giving us a talk and everything. Shout out to Jeremy Kiefer again. Thank you for your comments. Technology is very good. Future price is unknown, but I think it will run after the case. Very true. So do Cody and I. Good job on having XRP. Excuse me. So hopefully it will 100x. Probably not anytime soon, but might get a 10x, but if it does
I
100,
doubt it's gonna
right?
100x anytime soon. You'll get
Yeah.
like a 10x.
Hmm. Yeah, you'll get a 10x, but it's definitely something to hold long term. And Peaches, thanks again for your shout. Thank You're welcome. We certainly try to help everyone who's starting their journey. Uh, Surgic Banger again. Unless the dev rugs the project, absolutely. That could be a possibility with the next with that coin there that you're talking about. We're gonna pull that coin up in just a second as we
What
finish.
was he talking about with the rugging?
Uh, uh, PRMX.
Oh, I thought he was saying that what could happen with XRP. I was
Uh,
about to say there's too
well,
much liquid.
it could happen with XRP, but there's so much going on now after a decade. You'd be it wouldn't make any sense to just pull the plug. But let's see here. Is this in last? Okay, I see here. Wow. Okay, we'll get in that as we finish up chatting here. But it definitely is going to be. I think XRP is going to be used heavily, and that's why I want. That's why I think everyone should have a little bit in their wallet, not as an investment, but as something that can be used for transactions and down the future. So I think that would probably be a good way to see it. But as of right now, because of the case and the utility and everything else, it could definitely see a good significant profit, which is why we've been dollar cost averaging in over the last year and a half.
Hey, what's up, Bush? On Twitch.
Hey,
Is it 2130? Okay. 2139, I guess.
yeah. So let's see here. So let's go take a look at because we've Serge Wenger's request here, looking at PMR MX token. I'm also going to pull it up on there it is, the Perma token, because apparently it's just launched, right? Like right, it was I think it was this Monday at 5 p.m. It was launched, so I'm not too sure, but it's got some people looking at it. People saying this showed up on my BitSmart account. I'm not clicking. Okay, so there's a few people kind of interested in this. But let's take a look at what they're trying to do. Usually, for those who are new about looking at things, sometimes you can find out some quick synopsis about coins on Coin Market Cap, but you can always go to the website or check out their white paper there too. That's the only place where I go to use it. Okay, and they're aiming to be an NFT marketplace. But I don't know. It's like some of the crypto games seem to be dead right now. Like I've been
Yeah,
holding
they are.
Harmony token and taking a loss on that, so that's my big L in crypto. Um, Definitely. I don't know where the games are going to go. Like I guess if the bull run happens again, I think people might come back into crypto gaming and the NFT space, and this will probably become useful again. But because of just hype around, it's like we might be in like the meme coin promote era where it's easy to get these coins to hype. So I mean, you're looking at a market cap of about 3.5 million, volume about 400,000, and it looks like most people are buying because it's going
Yeah,
up.
but what happens if 3.5 million tries to leave the market?
Exactly. If 3.5 million tries to leave, that's over and done with. But I mean, if you're looking for it to have a 50x, you could make a lot, but I have a feeling they might blacklist your wallet. But you don't know if you can get out fast enough. I'm not saying anything, but if I was going to do it, I'd probably wait till I got if I got a 5x, I'd probably just cash out, or even a 10x, I would cash out. I couldn't hold a coin like this for too long, but I could also just like a lottery ticket, like buying a Powerball ticket, $500. I'll put it in, and if I can get it out, I get it out. If I can't, oh well.
You make a single
I'm
big transaction, there's people who
Mhm.
are watching the transaction scan. They'll look at your wallet and they'll follow your wallet.
Yep, exactly. But as far as it's just kind of hard to say if it's potential, but it does have a potential for a run up, and that means just people. It could just be something that's a legitimate project, and a lot of people see value in it, and that's enough to get it to grow pretty fast, like Pepe Coin, where it just flew off the handle, mostly because people under know of the Pepe meme. Calix too. Hey, thanks for your comments again. Opinions on moving your crypto to a wallet or ledger. We definitely, both Cody and I have ledgers and Nano Ledger. I also use Arculus because I can also do person to person and business transactions on it a lot easier than you can on the Nano right now. Although they have the new Nano coming out soon, and that might be a good of kind of a good use case for it. But Cody is 100% down with Ledger, and I know that they did that
Yeah.
seed phrase recovery, but like I said, there's two sides to it. I know negative response by the crypto community, but I understand for retail investors and the new average new investor that the comfort of being able to retrieve your seed phrase would bring them into the market. So that's how I looked at it. But I understand where people in the main people who really see a different value for the crypto space saw it as an affront to what crypto is all about. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Cody.
No, you're good. There wasn't really enough for me to add.
uh, and Sergi Banger, thanks for your comment again. Look at Care and Tem. They all have the similar chart. One's got a pump. Yeah, if you spread out your money enough, it's kind of like a venture capital play. You spread out your bets enough, only one has to pay off. But if two pay off, then you really made some profit. But you just got to be careful about what you're getting into. That way, you make sure you can get your liquidity and actually enjoy the profit that you make and can invest into other avenues. That's just my personal opinion. I don't really do a lot of those pump coins, but if I think I can get in for a nominal amount and make a profit, I'm not opposed to it. But we can definitely keep those in mind. We'll watch those for you guys. Um, I don't think there's any more. I think we're all caught up on all the comments and questions. But hey, thank you guys, and thank you for all your support there. I hope you guys are liking and sharing the stream. We're at 1,600 likes. Definitely had quite a bit of people in here. I think we're just over. We were almost up to like 500 people at one point watching live. So that's great. But thank you guys. The Shout out to Sergi Banger. They're listed on KuCoin, so it can rug liquidity and can be stolen off manipulation. That's true too. And same like Bitcoin, there's a lot of manipulation in that too. I mean, even in stocks, there's manipulation in investing. It just comes with the territory. You just got to be a little careful. Um, but if you're in it when they start and you're exiting at the same time, everyone's joining in, you will inevitably have your liquidity and make your money. But right now, it's not being regulated by the SEC. But like something like that in the stock market is actually a felony. So it's interesting to see how this plays. If regulation does come, these meme coin pump and dumps will be long gone because they'll be slapped with a felony because it's to pump up and then not provide liquidity for people and have them get stuck holding the hot potato. It kind of it is I think now it carries like 15 to 20 years, and you have to pay restitution. So, but in crypto space, it's not regulated, so not caught, but like I said, if the regulation does come, the SEC can go back 7 years and get everybody. So it's just one of those things to be careful about. So what are your thoughts on overall meme coins, Cody? I don't know. Maybe Cody stepped away there for a second. But hey, thanks for your good questions. You guys are getting a lot of good questions in. Even if you're experienced, drop some knowledge or drop a question. We'll answer, or certainly give your feedback as well. This, like I said, this is open forum for everybody. But let's so overall, we haven't had a really good. I like looking really more at the week. It's been kind of a up and down week, but you look at everything. Bitcoin's been kind of stable. ETH has been staying above 1800. XRP kind of over the week. We had a nice dip. I did do some buying around that dip at 44 cents, got some at 45. So I could definitely take a little bit of profit there off of what I put in. But my thing is the long term. And the year we are up over the year. Although if the case resolves well, we could see higher than the 53 cents immediately. Probably will get around we will probably get to maybe 65, 70 cents, and that's still a win. I mean, you still 3x if you got in here around here at 30 cents, or like I think it was like the lowest, yeah, in the year 30 cents. I think maybe a few months before that was like 25. It was in the high 20s. I know that for a fact. But like I say, if you're dollar cost averaging in the whole time, you're going to have a good victory. But with that said, it's like, I mean, that's kind of our thoughts on XRP. Any shout out to Calix too again. Thanks. Hey, thanks for following us too. Any long term crypto you want to recommend? One of my biggest crypto that I'm holding long term is Quant. I'm definitely holding Quant for like a 10-year period. I think it's kind of like if Bitcoin is crypto gold and ETH is crypto silver, then Quant is crypto platinum, and is definitely going to have a use long case from now, like a decade or more. Quant is tokenizing assets over to Overledger, so like real estate, businesses, all your holdings in anything like property, cars, titles, things like that can all be stored on the Overledger, which makes title transfers and ownership of everything a lot clearer and a lot easier to access. So I think it has a long-term case even for the government to start using the overledger on Quant Network. I do see a lot of smart money getting behind Quant. It's definitely a good case. Uh, there's a J.P. Morgan, Chase, and Bank of America are behind Quant, so I know it's going to go well into the thousands. It's going to catch up to ETH pricing very quickly. And during the bull run, we could see 1,000 Quant, if not maybe a little higher. Some people are saying 2,000. I've seen as high as $10,000 expectations, but I don't foresee that high. But I do see it as maybe getting 700 to 1,000, and it's a good buy right now at $100. I'm also holding Dot and Atom long term, but that's really more for running for this bull run. So I'm kind of holding it for the next 2 years, but I've been holding it for a year and a half now. ETH and Bitcoin are definitely long term holds for me too. I'm using them to balance out and stabilize my earnings in my portfolio. And any profits I take, I just kind of put them into Bitcoin. So might as well stay there and try to earn some big points on the bull run. Um, let's see here. Cody, are you there? I guess he stepped away for a second. We can get his side on what he thinks is a long term in a little bit. Uh, but anyway, thank you guys for joining in. We're over an hour into the stream here. I do apologize. I'm a little tired. Like I said, I run a moving company and everything, and I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. So, and if anyone's been watching from the beginning, like I said, I was when I started my journey in about 5 years ago. I was quite on the heavy side. I'm around 270. My weigh-ins tomorrow, so we'll see. I definitely feel like I've lost quite a bit of weight there. So that's so every morning I work out Monday through Saturday, 4 a.m., and then Monday through Friday in the afternoon with some friends for some light workouts and things like that. And then I really don't eat much during the day. So when it comes down to now, I'm getting a little tired and I'm getting a little exhausted. Um, hey, Luis Jose, thanks for joining in. Thanks for your comment. Thank you for your support too. H bar, it's definitely a long term. I don't have it in my wallet, but it definitely has a lot of potential. People are saying it's going to be around $85. I don't see it, but if it gets to 25, I mean, right now it's at five cents. Definitely good buy-in. It is also, if you're outside the U.S., you can stake it for 5% on Uphold and earn some extra H bar that way. It has a lot of use cases. It's kind of a computer, kind of a hedge to XRP. Something I always recommend you do is hedge your bets, and it can definitely get in there. It's got the same transaction speed almost as XRP, just not as much traction and work behind it yet. But it's a good contender. Definitely, I would put it in there and into it. But right now, I'm just kind of sticking with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Quant, XRP, Dot, Atom, and Crow. And the only reason I have Crow is because I have the Obsidian card, and that's really it. And to be honest with you, the Obsidian card it's kind of good. But if you guys are wondering about that credit card, you're better off getting the Sapphire card from Chase. Much more benefits and and no XLM. It does the same thing as H bar, and I think H bar has a better return on XL than XLM. Um, Shout out to Calix2. Hey, thanks for your support. Hopefully, I feel like I should be. I'm trying to aim for just 5 pounds down, but we'll see. Yeah, it would be nice if I was 10 pounds down from last week. So, but thank you for your support. And shout out to Surgic Banger. Take a glance at Mem caught this super quick pump 7x. Oh, good job there. Obviously, Surgery Banger is checking the charts regularly and if you want to do a day trader, that's what you got to do. You got to be able to check the charts on a regular basis, like so. And if you're too worried or don't have the diamond hands to weather that, then I suggest you don't do that. Shout out to Luis Jose. Hey, thanks. Well, I do. I don't do jujitsu directly, but my brothers did MMA stuff, and he's also a black belt in a certain. I'm not don't count me because I'm not good. But he's a certain type of kung fu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and karate. And I spar with him, and we do that every morning as well. So we kind of get trained up, and we do boxing as well. But for those of you who've known, I also have hired a personal trainer, a dietitian, and a boxing trainer as well. So I do all those as well and follow their regimen and everything. And I kind of meet up with them like alternating days throughout the week. In the morning, I'm one of their first clients. In the morning, along with a couple other business guys. So I'm kind of hoping to get down to 250. That was where I was when I started working for Radio Shack, which kind of destroyed me, but that's where I was going. I don't really have much more to talk about crypto unless you guys got a question. But since we're on this journey, I could tell you right now, it's if you're a big guy like me and you want to start investing, the first thing they say is get your money right before you get your fitness right, because a lot of people they get their fitness right and then they don't go. It kind of stops there because you get quicker gratification with fitness than you do with money. Like, not everybody can look at you and assume that you've made a lot of money, but they can look at you and see that you did a great job getting into shape. So you get that false sense of security. And over the past 20 years of hiring people, I've met many people that were in shape and that their finances were never on point. So to me, it's like, what's the point of being in phenomenal shape if you're living paycheck to paycheck? So I'd rather get my finances right than get your get your finances set, and then you can get everything else set, like your education. Get your education and your money right, then get your fitness right, and then you'll get your spirituality right, and you'll find that everything will be great then. Shout out to Luis Jose. Is the Ledger Live safe? It is. I haven't had any problems with it for a year and a half. I'm also thinking about getting the Ledger Stacks when it comes out. It will launch for $280. I prefer the Ledger Stacks over the Solana phone with the tied-in wallet. I think the Ledger Stacks would be a little better, as it only operates on Bluetooth with three-stage authentication. So, and you can make transacting between people, person to person. So you don't have to go back to your computer, get your wallet, do all this other stuff. The way it is now with the Ledger, you can do it. You can do it right from the Ledger Stacks. It's still the safest product. I think it's going to become the Apple of the crypto world, of the hard wallet world. So they have a lot of great things about everything they do. They're aesthetically pleasing, kind of like how Apple is, but they got great utility and well known for their safety on there. But I'm not a paid supporter of it. I'm just a very avid consumer because I have their product, and I have the Nano Ledger X, and it works wonders for me. Calixtu, you're welcome. Hey, thanks for all your questions and support. I hope to hear from you in the future. Hey, great. Thank you. Thanks for joining in. We're getting kind of towards the end here. As you know, I run a lot of businesses. I still got a lot of work to do for my business. I got tons of paperwork here I got to file away, things like that. But thank you guys for supporting on this live. I'm even with coffee. This is like my fourth one today. All I drink during the day is coffee. I don't eat until I have a successful day. So I had a pretty good day today. So I'll probably have a nice pork chop and salad today. Definitely feeling tired. Probably should get something to eat. But thank you guys for all your support and everything. Thanks for joining in. You guys are very interactive today. Like and follow us on all the social media and YouTube. Definitely help support our channels. Like, subscribe, and follow us. It really helps us out. We're trying to grow as much as we can because we're not really doing this to just do kind of like like a lot of other channels do. We're trying to have an interactive session to where you guys can answer questions live or just in comments, and we're more than happy to answer as best as we can. We're not certified financial planners, and if you do need one, I definitely recommend that you find one that works. Thank you, Luis Jose. Thanks, buddy. I hope you enjoyed the live. And if you guys want to check out the replay, go to YouTube. Comes active immediately. We don't hold anything back. And I hope that you can learn something from us. Or if you guys ask the right question, sometimes you guys might have something we don't know, and it can help us learn. So with that said, guys, I'll check you guys later. Thanks for everything. Remember, we're live every morning, Sunday through Friday. Sunday for what's in your portfolio, and live Monday through Friday for crypto chat every 8:30 a.m. Central Time. But thank you guys. We are going to call it quits for today, and really appreciate all your support. And we'll be back again tomorrow at 8:30. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful evening.